Hey, welcome back to my channel. I just hit the 2-month period. Well, actually a couple days ago I hit the 2-month period. And I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with this. So anyway, I'm actually still pretty pleased with it. And I'm gonna put up 2 photos side by side showing the 1-month period next to right now, or the 2-month period. In addition to that, just to give you a better look, here is a video that shows the top, sides, and back of my head. And as you can see, I still have some thinning around the crown area, but overall it looks like it's coming in pretty good. But I want to point out that just a couple days ago, I did have an all scissors haircut. And I just want to remind you guys that it's not advisable to have a mechanical clippers cut your hair until you reach the 3 or 4 month period. I did the all scissors cut because my hair typically grows very fast on the sides, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually happy with it. 2 months in, I didn't think it would be like this. I am still considered to be going through what's called the ugly duckling period, and I have experienced some thinning. And most of my transplant occurred here in the middle section and the crown area, and that middle section seems to be doing pretty good. Again, the crown section, it's a process, so I got to remain patient. It's only been 2 months, so I got to still remain patient and see what happens. My understanding is that the shedding stops at the 3-month period, and that's where the permanent hair starts to grow in. So we'll see how that works. But I'm pretty happy with it. I've gotten a few comments around the office from people saying it looks better, and actually I agree. I think it's looking a bit better now. So at the 6-week point, I begin to do what's called microneedling. In the 6-month package that is offered by the HEVA clinic, they include a derma roller and a hair serum, which is used during the process. And I want to point out that it's very important, and I did a little bit of research on this, and it's extremely important that you thoroughly clean that roller with alcohol. So what I did is I just put the rubbing alcohol into a small container, a little bowl, and I let it sit for a while, rolled it around a little bit, and just let it dry. You want to do that before and after use, and the point of that is to make sure that you don't introduce the possibility of infection to your scalp. And so I did that process, and just remember, when you do that, you're going to roll that across your scalp. You're going to roll it in the donor and the transplant area for about 5 minutes. You don't want to apply too much pressure, just normal, just roll it across the scalp. And here's a look at what that looked like when I did it. And then after that, you want to put some of the serum on your fingertips. You want to rub it into your scalp, and it needs to stay in there for about 8 hours. So I think it's a good idea to put it on before bedtime, and then in the morning just wash your hair and continue your normal routine. But I want to point out it's very, very important that you place the remaining bottle of serum in the refrigerator after use. You're probably going to use a half a bottle each time, and you use it every 2 weeks. So you want to put that bottle in the refrigerator after you've opened it. Now I want to point out also that the HEVA app, and I've mentioned this probably in the first episode, they offer an app on the phone. And I want to point out that, I'm a pretty structured and organized person, but I'm also very forgetful. And I really have a strong appreciation for the app because it's a place not only just to upload your photos, because it has a place for you to upload your photos daily so you can keep track of the changes. But what I like about it is that it also updates you without you looking at the app. If there's something you're supposed to be doing on a particular day, you're going to get a prompt. If you can expect numbness, or if you expect itching on a certain day or a certain time frame, it's going to update you. It's quite colorful and it's informative. There's a lot of good information on the app. So I wanted to point that out because I'm not sure how deep I got into it. And for those viewers who may not have watched that episode, I think that that's really, really a strong app and a strong tool for users. And also, when you have questions, I went and I read some reviews and I saw some folks talking about, other clinics and communication. And I want to point out the communication has been extremely strong, and they communicate via WhatsApp. And at this point, I communicate so much with them that I'm actually shocked that they haven't blocked me. I feel like I'm always reaching out with this question, that question, and I get questions in my comment section from folks watching my videos. One of the most common questions is gray hair. If you transplant hair that's not gray into the top, will it turn gray? And the answer that I got based on my research is, and I'm not 100% clear on this, so you might want to do your research, but my understanding is that the hair follicle follows its natural progress. So if your hair from the side would have turned gray, then it's going to turn gray when you transplant it up top. Because remember, the entire follicle is being moved from one area to another area. So I just wanted to point that out, and I can say overall, I still feel happy. I am at, like I said, the 2-month period. I'm going to update you guys next month with a 3-month for my video. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you like my videos, remember to click the like button, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications on future videos that I post.